convert to sold tickets or a bigger thing. It's such a temporary drug for them to fill this void of what they're not doing.
Right. It doesn't convert to them, people wanting to go see them. No. I mean, some people, maybe they get like a little juice out of it, but it's not enough, because you're also opening the door. If you do become popular, you have to understand that if you've been spitting hate at people for a decade and then you become popular, boy, that hate's coming your way.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming your way, you know. And I mean, this is one of the things that I said after the Mencia stuff. I said, even though I think it was the right thing to do, I wouldn't do it again, because it's just too much.
Yeah.
It's just too much. You just feel the darkness of it all. The negative. It's all negative. It's all negative. Even though it had to be done, because you've got this guy that with it. It showed me how completely absent of morals and ethics the business is. Completely absent.
Right.
They knew what he was doing, and they did not care. They didn't care because they were profiting from it. And this is the conversation that I had with my agent when they were dumping me. Mm-hmm. I told them, I go, you're making a mistake right now that's going to affect the rest of your life. You have to understand the choice that you're making. You're choosing to align with someone who, in any other industry, that person would be in jail.
Right.
If that person was, and also if this was in literature or if this was in music, they would be sued into high heaven. Like, there's songs that, like, they don't even seem like they're that close to each other, and people had to give, like, songwriting credits to it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, songs, like, people get inspired by certain songs, and then they write a song that sounds close enough that there's a rhythm to it that people get upset.
Well, there's only so many notes and so many chords, and there's only so many beats and so much timing. And it's often the same thing with comedy. Like, there's some crossovers in a writer's room, which I've been in so many of. So many people writing on the same subject will have the same joke. It's only when it's like what Mencia was doing, word for word, long form.
Well, that was a different thing. He was a buccaneer. That was a totally different thing. But there's songs like, okay, so I was listening to this video the other day, or watching this video the other day, rather, that was comparing Radiohead's Creep to an older song. And they had to give Radiohead, rather, had to give this older song writing credits for this, which sounds so different. And then Radiohead accused Lana Del Rey, or someone from their organization, accused Lana Del Rey of having a song that ripped off Creep, or sounded too much like Creep. And it did sound a little like Creep, but it was very different. Like, it should be. Obviously, this is like inspired by it, right? If that's like, Elvis Presley's entire career was inspired by black musicians. Mm-hmm. Like the way he danced and moved and the way he sang. So it's like, what are we doing? Like, there's stealing, and then there's inspired by. Inspired by is what we were all doing. It's like we were talking about that computer earlier, that chip manufacturing thing. That thing was built on the back of all the fucking super wizard geniuses that have been working on all the different technology that led to that being. You can't just invent that in a vacuum. You have to invent that on all these other inventions that have taken place for decades before you.
Right.
This is it's like with music. It's interesting how litigious they are. Maybe it's because they're run by a certain group of people. Told me, but they're so good at like suing people. Like "Bittersweet Symphony." You remember that song?
Oh yeah, totally.
They had to give all their money to the Stones.
Yep.
Because it was what song?
It's
What's House Perplexity?
Bum, 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 bum,
While Tony is,
bum, 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 bum,
or while
bum,
Jamie rather is.
Don't do that, please.
Oh, I can't do that. That's right.
No, you can't.
Oh, we have to
They'll get us. Isn't
do
that
it.
crazy?
I know.
It's a 1965 song called "The Last Time."
If I mean, we learned this the hard way because I have an actual band that can play anything and everything. And years ago, they could play anything and everything. Our old episodes hold. Because, you know, I'd literally be to a shy person. I'd be like, what do you ever do karaoke? They're like, yes. I'd go, what song do you sing? And then they go da-da-da-da. And they would go right into it. And now you can't hum a song for a few seconds.
So Bittersweet Symphony was a sample from the Verve developed Bittersweet Symphony from a sample from a 1965 version of Rolling Stones song, The Last Time. adding vocals, strings, guitar, and percussion. After a lawsuit by the Rolling Stones' former manager, Alan Klein, the Verve relinquished all royalties to the Rolling Stones members, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, who were also added to the songwriting credits. Wow. 2019, 10 years after Klein's death, Jagger, Richards, and Klein's son ceded the rights to the Verve songwriter Richard Ashcroft because he was probably broke.
There's similar things that have happened recently with, I think, Olivia Rodrigo and Paramore, and then like Puff Daddy and...
Yeah. Can you please look up the other one that I set up, though, which was Radiohead, Creep, Lana Del Rey, and Radiohead Creep had to give songwriting credits to another band.
Yeah, the Hollies.
The Hollies, that's right. What was the original song? The Air That I Breathe. It's interesting when you listen to. Let's listen to them. See if you could find that. There's a comparison video that I watched on YouTube. See if you could find that, because it's interesting how they say the first one, and you're like, geez, I don't see it. We'll have to edit this out, ladies and gentlemen, but you could find it yourself. Radiohead's Creep versus Lana Del Rey's Get Free versus the Hollies' The Air That I Breathe. Yeah, that was a live version of it, but if you hear the recorded version of it, it's even more. You could see. But people get inspired by things. I get it, though. I get it in those cases, especially like the beginning of the Hollies song and then the beginning of Radiohead, like, that's sort of dead on.
Yeah.
They're setting a mood, like a very specific mood.
Have you ever seen how the guy from, here's a crazy one, the guy from the Gorillaz, the song Clint Eastwood, I think it is, he had like one of those like little kids kind of keyboards, and he hit the demo button, because like oftentimes it'll just have a regular song or whatever, and it's the entire backbone of their biggest hit. You'd have to pull it up, I guess, to understand, but it's that dun, dun. Yeah, there it is. So that's just on the thing.
Wow.
And somehow they got away with it.
Wow.
And then all they do from there is just,
that's the preset. It's the Rock 1 preset.
That's so crazy. They use that. They used a preset from one of them little machines, like a toy.
And much like the fucking crazy jokes that end up getting me in trouble, I bet they don't even think that's gonna be the hit. You know what I mean? Like, they're probably not like, this is the song that's gonna fly off the shelves.
Yeah, but other people see it, Tony. I was the one who told you were gonna get stabbed for the Puerto Rican joke.
That was so many years later. It's crazy. I was doing that joke during the pandemic to the point to where it got extended to where you were part of it. And what's funny is I left those tags of the longer joke out of the Trump rally one, which probably would have protected me. It probably would have saved it going, it's going to get me stabbed, whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, then you would have to do the Amy Schumer joke.
Well, yeah, there was a lot to it, yeah. People don't realize that that's a small
giant
bit
chunk
of a much bigger chunk at the time.
Well, that's why it should be in a set.
Yeah,
you know,
of
comedy is
course.
such a weird art form. I mean, I love it to death, but real comedy should be seen in person.
Oh yeah.
You know, Stanhope said this once. Like, it was like everything we do on TV is just to try to get people to come see us in the clubs.
Exactly.
Like, that's really what it is. It's like you just really want people to go there live because that's the real fun.
Yeah.
The real fun is all us, a bunch of human beings, fucking around and having a good time.
Right.
As soon as you start taking it seriously and making it something that it's not, like I get why you're doing it because that has become a thing that people do today. But I'm just saying, like, for your own mental health, it's not good for you to be engaging. Like I was saying about the Carlos thing, like just engaging in conflict. It's not good. It's not good for you. It's bad for you.
Yeah.
It feels bad. It's not good. It's not. There's negative energy and positive energy. You should spend as much of your time possible on things that make positive energy. I know that sounds hippie, and because I'm a little bit of hippie. I got a lot of hippie in me. But that's what I believe. I believe you should spend as much of your time having fun, making people laugh, having a good time, and less about dwelling on shit.
Yeah.
That's why I try to stay off Twitter, because when I get on, I just start freaking out at all the different news stories that are just abomination after abomination where you're just so angry.
It's just impossible now. And you know, it used to be Twitter was Twitter and this and that, but really it's just the news. X is the news.
It is the news.
It's so hard to absorb that. It was fun, and you know, it's cool and all, and my algorithm still shows me stuff that I love, police chases gone wrong, and UFC highlights and all of this stuff, but all the stuff around that is just crazy. I did a thing because I was staying at a hotel in DC right after the State of the Union or something. Anyway, I'm like, okay, it's a hotel TV. I never get to watch regular TV. I'm going to be asleep in a few minutes anyway. So I threw on, I ended up going by CNN. I'm like, let's see what these wackos are saying over here. Let's see how fake the news can possibly be, because from what I understand, the most recent State of the Union was a solid State of the Union and very positive and long and entertaining. Let's see what they say. Oh, racism this, he caused the deaths of black people here. He's the reason why America's failing. It's the reason why we're the laughing stock of the country. It made me so stressed out. And I'm like, okay, well, let's see what Fox News is saying. And it was crazy over there. And then you have fucking,
what did they say?
Well, they had their counterpoint person on, unlike CNN, where they're just all in agreement. Yeah, and going by 6 people, literally going, yeah, he's the worst, and let's not forget that he doesn't think trans people deserve this and this, and like they're just going on and on about straight doom. And Fox News had a counterpoint person that was stressing me out. And I swear to God, I'm not kidding. This is not a joke. I was flipping through the different go by MSNBC. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. I put on Silence of the Lambs.
To calm yourself down?
I swear to God, I was asleep 5 minutes later. And I ended up, it just coincidentally was on the Buffalo Bill part where like he's got a girl in a well.
The lotion in the basket.
Pure darkness. And I'm like, finally, some peace on the cable television. I never get to just watch normal TV.
So did Fox News have a positive spin on the State of the Union address? I did not watch it.
I remember for some reason it was stressing me out, whatever was going on. Because, like, they at least Fox has, they'll argue still, like the news used to be. They'll have both sides on and kind of talk it out. And CNN has that poor one guy that just takes all the bullets for everybody. Is just going, you're lying. That stat doesn't exist.
Scott Jennings?
Yes.
Yeah.
That poor guy he probably has months to live. He takes so many bullets every day. He's a fucking war hero out there.
It's a very turbulent world when it comes to discourse. It's just everybody's mad at everybody else. It's really weird to watch. It's really weird to watch these shows on CNN now that are basically like bad podcasts that get interrupted every 5 minutes for a commercial. It's really what it's like. I don't remember it being that way, where it's just so many panel opinion shows. I remember it was more like CNN used to have Bourdain's show on.
Yep.
You know, where they would travel around the country and travel around the world and check out food, and it was interesting.
Yep.
And he would, give you his perspective on the cultures and all the problems and the things that these people are facing, and their food and what the community was like. It was a fucking great show. They did a bunch of different shows that were different, and then somewhere along the line, man, they just went all outrage.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's going to get any different now. Mm-hmm. I mean, now it looks like Barry Weiss is going to be running that as well. So she's running the CBS News, and perhaps she's going to be running CNN. Or the same company's going to be running CNN. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Good luck. Because people already don't want to listen. They don't want to take it seriously.
Yeah.
And that's why X has become the news. The reason why it's become the news is because they can't trust the news.
Right. Totally. It's crazy over there.
Like Tim Dillon had these 2 New York Times reporters on his podcast, and I listened to him talking about it. I hadn't listened to them on the podcast, but I listened to him talking about it, and he was saying that they said there's no evidence that Jeffrey Epstein was intelligence. And I was like, what? There's no. If I could watch one Mike Benz episode of my podcast where he breaks it down, it's almost impossible that he's not.
Right.
Like, what the fuck are you, like, no evidence? No, that's not true. There's just evidence that you're not considering. So it's like, if the New York Times and the people that we're always supposed to trust to be the objective purveyors of all that's going on in the world, if they're compromised, so they're not allowed to say things, or they have narratives that they're supposed to spin one way or another, or they're very cautious about being honest about their opinion, very, very shielded about their actual opinions. Either one of those is not good. Or if they actually believe that, that's not good either, because that means you're not really paying attention objectively. Like, watch a Mike Benz episode where he breaks down Epstein's connections. It's nuts. Yeah. The whole thing's nuts. It's crazy that anybody could say that he wasn't intelligence.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. But they will do any